Greetings. So this is going to be a reading, general guides reading. So I was led to pull some cards from this deck. So let's see what we got here. We have the Judgment card, the Two of Pentacles, Hierophant, Strength, the Lovers, and the Five of Swords. Okay. Okay, the gist of this is that someone's being called to make a major decision. This decision, of course, is going to be what's of the highest good and best interest. Okay, it's a decision that's going to change the course of someone's life moving forward. Someone has to really tap into their own faith and courage in this situation because it's not an easy decision. There's going to be some losses that have to be cut, okay? I'm getting something can't continue like this, or someone can't move on or move forward. And it could be that there's some attachments to the past. It might be a bittersweet situation, or someone is bound to get hurt from this choice or this decision. Some of you guys, it's a choice between lovers. Some of you guys, is just cutting some people that you love out of the way, with the Lovers card being here. Cutting them out of your life. You guys have carried a lot, or this is a heavy energy for you. You've been carrying this weight maybe, or maybe you've been carrying way too many people or way too many energies. And your guides are calling this energy out. You're going to have to make a righteous decision for you, what's of your highest, best interest and good, because there is a divine promise here, but you have to make a decision. It's like Spirit, there's a covenant, there's a promise, or someone has made a covenant or promise to something or someone. Notice how there's a whole bunch of major arcanas. Majority of the cards that came out of the 6 cards, 4 are major arcana cards. So all of this energy trumps this. These cards speak of confusion. There's opportunities on the horizon. It's like someone needs to prepare or be ready for this ship that's coming in, and before this can happen, something needs to be cut out of the way. And if it's not a person or people or a love situation, it's definitely just energies in general that you've dedicated your heart and soul to. Something that is outdated. Something that's outdated. Doesn't serve the interest or highest good of you anymore. Whatever that might be. I want to look at the meanings of these cards in the book because I feel like it'll kind of sum things up a little bit. Let's start with the Five of Swords. Five of Swords says a victory that comes at a great cost. A tough battle that must be faced. This is not going to be an easy decision. It does come with a cost. It's bittersweet. Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles, many things happening at once, keeping everything in balance, making a hard job look easy. So you've been maintaining and carrying something for quite a bit. Something that hasn't been easy for you. You've been carrying the energy or carrying the weight of something or someone. There's commitments here, definitely a commitment to something or someone. Whether romantic or platonic, this can be family, this could be friends, could be a job. Look at the Lovers card. I keep hearing Drake. What is it? It's off of his. What the hell is that? I can't even think of what that mixtape is called. It's like one of his most popular mixtapes, and I cannot think of it for the life of me. So Far Gone. Yeah, So Far Gone. I'm trying to remember what that opening song was because I keep hearing the same. It's playing. I keep hearing it playing in my in my head. What is that song? Lust for Life. I'm trying to do it all tonight. I got plans. Everything is going as right as it can, or something like that. But it's a part that I keep hearing. Let me see if I can find the lyrics because it's irking me. It says, it's like something about a line with an X, like she don't know how to let go, go, something like that. Hold on. Let me see. And who the hell am I to say no? My ex sending me late night texts because she don't know how to let go. Some of you guys, this is like someone in your past trying to like pull you back. Doesn't have to be an ex, but it's an energy of someone like pulling on your energy. Someone that does not know how to let go. And if it's you don't know how to let go of something, I feel like Spirit's calling you to release it. So the Lover's card, it says, make good and balanced choices. Consider everything before committing to any decision. So the word balance did come out twice. You have to come from a sound place, a sound and balanced place within yourself, whatever this decision is that you're being called to make. With the Hierophant being here, it says tradition and faith. Respect the achievements of generations past. Act on your spiritual beliefs in your daily life. So something about your morals or your beliefs. You're going to have the courage. You have to have the courage to walk in your faith and your beliefs in something. Because it could be something is no longer in alignment with you. And you have the Strength card. Let's see. Strength. You have more strength and power and courage than you realize. Learn to live easily with these gifts and use them when appropriate. Yeah, this is about spiritual strength. This isn't that false sense of pride and that false sense of confidence where you have to boast and prove that you're a lion. You just are. You just walk in that. But this is spiritual strength. It is going to require your spiritual strength and all that you've learned and gathered from your past experiences to really being tested to honor yourself and honor your truth. Honor yourself. The Judgment card being here says you are being called to do something that will change your life, usually for the better. Listen to the call and face it with courage. That word courage came out again. You face it with courage and action. It promises a more fulfilling life. So whatever decision you're being called to make, especially if it's of your highest good, you're honoring your truth, you're honoring your beliefs, it's your spiritual path. You're honoring that, taking heed to that. The rewards is going to be great for you. Spirit didn't say it's going to be easy, but the outcome is far better than what you can imagine. You have the Nine of Swords at the top of the deck and the Hermit, both nines. Someone is aware that something needs to come to an end. I feel like Spirit wants you to be wise too on your path because there's a snake. There's some type of deception ahead, or Spirit's giving you a heads up, a warning. This owl is coming in. It's a night, something with night dreams, prophetic dreams. Some of you guys can't sleep. You're unable to rest. You're not at peace with something. Something won't leave you alone. It could be a message that just keeps coming to you and you can't avoid it. You can't run from it anymore. And then you have the Hermit card, where this is about walking towards your fate and walking towards your destiny with the wisdom. Some of you guys are in a place of seclusion or isolation or just spiritual reflecting, going within self right now, spending time with yourself. This snake ahead, he's illuminated, he's aware of it. Spirit gave you this. Spirit might be warning you about some type of deception ahead. Let's see, what is the Nine of Swords saying? The nines represent completions and mastery. Okay, Nine of Swords says agonizing over something, feeling fretful and unable to sleep, searching for an answer that seems out of reach. The answers are there. You guys are getting a lot of signs. You guys might be getting dreams, messages, owls. If you are seeing owl totems or messengers, you've received You received the message that you need. Why is the Hermit here? Let's see, Hermit. Hermit says self-knowledge. Learn who you are and what you believe. Then you can trust without depending on the opinions of others. So again, your own beliefs, your own morals, your own truth, you have to stand in that. What is of the highest good of all involved? If it's just you, you have to make that decision for yourself of what's of your highest good. There's some type of losses you're going to have to cut something out. Something just doesn't align. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. There's this energy of opposition. And for some of you, you're going to have to make a decision between two paths. Yourself above something else or someone else. Squirrels, rabbits might be significant to you. Eagles, owls, lions, horses. You have to face that within yourself. Some of you guys might be very intimidated, but there's a cycle that's coming to a close and coming to an end. And that's what this is about. This is about closing out a cycle, closing out a chapter, which leads to some type of triumph, an abundance, blessing. The blessing sometimes could just be honoring and choosing yourself for the first time, or cutting things or people or situations out of your life that don't serve you. I had a dream about a lion, and that lion in the dream was, it looked kind of evil. It didn't look like a normal lion. It was like a hybrid, and it was trying to attack me. And I had to speak against it. I had to speak in tongues, like, just to dismantle him, whatever his intentions were. Whatever his intentions were, I had to, because he was there to, he wanted blood. He wanted to kill me, basically. So I had to speak against him. I still don't really know exactly what that lion was or who or what it represented, but it was a force of evil. It wanted to take me out. And the only way that I could defeat that lion was through my tongue, through the holy tongue. So I feel like this is like spiritual warfare in a sense, or you know, it's deeper than what's on the surface. It's a spiritual energy that's playing out. And I want to say this because Spirit won't allow me to leave this alone or escape these types of scenarios and messages, or just coming across people's story. I keep coming across situations and stories, and a lot of you guys, if you pay attention to what's going on in the news, there's certain stories that they post on social media and stuff like that. There's a lot of love situations that turn very deadly or very abusive. And I'm listening to some of these stories, and it's quite the same, where there's an abusive mate, most likely a narcissistic person. They have no problem with harming the person that they so-called claim that they loved, nor people around them. Some cases, unfortunately, children are getting hurt, people's parents, whoever is around or connected to that person is getting hurt. So it's like our own choices and decisions can affect other people's lives if we're not careful about what we assign ourselves to. So Spirit was showing me certain stories where women, I guess, they were in abusive relationships. Some of them knew that it was time to get out, and some cases they didn't make very good decisions, like how it all ended, whether it was this person answered a phone call, maybe instead of avoiding the situation, they kind of tied themselves back into the drama rather than ignoring it. Or it's more so like, I feel the energy of like, Spirit will give us warnings and warnings and warnings if we don't take heed to it, and or if we decide, oh, I'm just going to take matters into my own hands in a way that you weren't called to. It can be very dangerous. And these people, if you look at these people that are committing these crimes, they're very evil. Some of them might also have like mental illnesses or just very narcissistic. One of the recent stories, everybody is, it's like a widespread thing, at least in the US, this young girl that went missing. Allegedly, we don't know if her fiance, her boyfriend, did that to her, but you can imagine it's most likely that scenario. Give me a second. Alright, sorry about that. So you can imagine that it's most likely that that's the scenario, that allegedly her fiance had something to do with it. And that's unfortunate because you can tell there was a lot of abuse going on in that situation. And as the story unfolds, you hear more and more about how abuse was taking place. Spirit will give us warnings about certain things and certain people, and if we don't listen, it could be very harmful to us, and like I said, maybe people around us. So this type of energy is more of a spiritual thing, because the reason why people talk about soulmates and divine counterparts and stuff like that, and karmic partners, because it's not just divine counterparts is this Disney princess story, and the karmics are these, you know, these wenches, these sluts, these whores, is, you know, like that you guys want to depict them to be. It's more of a spiritual thing. Everything in this world is a spiritual representation or symbol of something. Okay, in the spirit realm, at least, people, places, and things are spiritual symbols. Okay. We all are. We all represent something spiritually. We all have an energy and an essence. So when you tie yourself to things or people that are karmically or demonic assignments towards you, against your life, that could be very dangerous if you're not mindful or careful of what you're dealing with or who you're dealing with. You can take lessons and learn from a karmic situation. Could be something that benefits you and benefits the other person. Sometimes we can overstay our welcome, or there's someone that Spirit warned you about and said, no, I don't want you with that person. In church, they call it unequally yoked. You never want to marry someone that's unequally yoked for you. That's what they say. So spiritually, there are certain people that we have no business even dating, nor even sleeping with or having kids with, let alone marrying. A lot of people don't go off of spiritual guidance in their life, so they go with what their ego was telling them. They go off of what their flesh is telling them by the way of their desires and their own emotional hangups or their own emotional trauma. They'll align themselves with something or someone that was simply just meant to be a lesson or an assignment or a warning against, which is unfortunate. We've all been there. But one thing that I'm sure anyone that's ever been in a toxic situation, whether it was a romantic situation, whether it was a friendship, whether it was a job or a living situation, one thing that you can rest assured is that you got a warning time and time. And there was something that some of you might have been like, okay, I see this ain't worth anything. Okay, I'm getting out of it. Some, it might have taken a while to get that lesson, but there was always something that told you to leave. And when you look back at that, you're grateful for it. I can't tell you how many situations I had where Spirit warned me about something or someone in multiple ways, like until I got it, until I see it. And when you look back, you're grateful for it because you know that it was something that was not for you, and you know it was of your highest good to get away from that situation or that person or that thing. It might not be that heavy or that serious, but for some of you, it may be that. And it's not going to be easy for you to release it. But if Spirit is saying, and you don't know why Spirit is saying to cut something out, do it. Because there's certain energies that don't have your best intentions, or they're working through certain circumstances, they're working through certain people, certain things. You have to be mindful. And it does require a lot of spiritual strength for you to cut these things out. It's not going to be easy. So I would say that, you know, sit within yourself, self-reflect. Guaranteed Spirit is going to reveal some things to you that needs to be released and let go of in your life. Maybe you know, but you're kind of overanalyzing, you're overthinking it, you're stressing yourself out about it. But there's no need to do that, because Spirit is always going to be with you and protect you. Your angels and your guides are protecting you. If they're calling you towards something, know that they're going to get you out of it and through it. It's not going to be as hard as it seems. It's always going to be, it's going to be much more peaceful than what you can imagine. It's not easy. It's not necessarily going to feel good, but, you know, when it's all said and done, it will be of your highest benefit and highest good. So it's time to finally close those things out. Utilize this Pisces new moon or full moon energy. I keep saying new moon. Pisces new moon energy, full moon, to bring about changes and new beginnings in your life. Like, reflect, self-reflect first and foremost. Okay, so much love to you guys as always. Until next time, peace.